Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. It's Monday again, so another Chillcom coming out today. It's October now, in which that means Assassin's Creed Origins is just around the corner. It's what, 25 days away? I don't know. But it's just over 3 weeks or just under 4 weeks, depending on which way you look at it. And I kind of wanted to go over in this video two sort of topics regarding, you know, the slow or fast approaching release of Assassin's Creed Origins, and those two things are sort of the build up to the game, how it's been, sort of my reflections on, you know, the past, coming up on, it's pretty much a year and a half now of hype and build up speculation for what was Empire and obviously is now Origins, and then sort of my plan for what I'm going to do when the game launches at the end of this month. So without further ado, let's go ahead, grab your popcorn maybe, or you grab like a hot chocolate, maybe a cup of tea, depending where you're from, maybe grab a glass of Coke, put on a video game, you know, have a good time, and let's hop into this little Chillcom. So starting off, Origins is super close now, like I said, just under 3 weeks away, over 3 weeks away, which is insane. The build-up has been crazy to think, you know, like I said, a year and a half ago, coming up on 2 years this January, so it's over a year and a half ago, actually. Much closer to 2 years. We got that first initial leak for Assassin's Creed Empire, where I remember I had a cold, so I couldn't speak properly. It was, you know, really close after Syndicate launched, just a couple months, and I sat down on my computer and made the video. I just remember making it. I remember having a super sore throat and couldn't speak properly, and just, you know, got into talking about what we got with the leak, you know, the mirages and shit. We got the open world, you know, being ancient Egypt, them skipping a year, the origin of the assassins, etc., and it all ended up being true, of course. And it's just kind of crazy that it's been that long and how far the channel's come since then. I had about 10,000 subscribers, more like 12,000 subscribers probably, when Origins was leaked, so when Empire was leaked, and we're now approaching 45k, which is fucking mental. So, you know, that's insane. And like, I mean, talking about my channel growth, like, obviously with Unity in 2014, I went from 1,000 subscribers to about 8,000, 9,000 at the end of that year. Syndicate was a drag, like 2015, I went from like 9,000 to like 11,000. Like, it was dreadful. And then, of course, in 2016 with Empire, and then the Ezio collection, my channel fucking just took off. I went from just fucking 11k, 12k to like 25k, and then of course this year, gone from 25k to nearly on 45k now. And obviously that's only going to go up with the release of Origins. Hopefully I'll hit 50k at the minimum by the end of the year, which was my goal. And then next year we can, you know, do whatever, push on for 100k, get there eventually, and that'll be a good time. But less about the channel, more about Origins. So it's been crazy how long it's been. Like I've said, you know, the Empire stuff, it's been a long road. It's been a long time for anyone that's, you know, joined during the Empire sort of hype, you know, a while ago, back in the early 2016. Then you guys know it's been a while, obviously. And that's the same for anyone who's been around before then. Obviously, you showed up after. It's still been a good time. Like, you know, it's doing the best that I can to hype up the game, you know, speculate, have a good time with the community and stuff. And it's only going to get better when it comes out, you know. We're still going to keep together as a community, talk about the game. Hopefully, you'll have a great modern day so we can speculate about the next game and really get that sense of community back that I think was lost since, you know, sort of since Patrice left, and sort of since the Ezio trilogy went, and then Desmond went, and then I feel like we lost that sense of community that we had, and I think we're regaining it. But you know, back in the Ezio trilogy, there really was a sense of community that we had back then, with, you know, having all these cryptic messages and this really intriguing storyline that we all fucking loved, and we just got together and, you know, decoded stuff. And obviously, I've been in the community since 2009, 2010, but it wasn't until 2011 that I made this channel. To, you know, hype up and talk about Revelations, because I was just so excited. And I used to watch people like Luma, of course, Escoblades, Rainy, Squidish, Shemnu, Gamers Beverage, people like that talking about Assassin's Creed. The multiplayer guys were a great community, and there wasn't necessarily a single-player community as much as they all obviously loved the single-player. The community was more based around the multiplayer aspects, but they all talked about single-player, of course they did. But I was like, I want to make my channel around the single-player, because I'm so into it that I kind of want to make videos based on the single-player, and, you know, I did my speculation for Revelations and all that stuff back in 2011. And then moved on to AC3, and then Black Flag, and then Unity was where I really got into it, because I was always into Assassin's Creed from the day the first one came out. And, you know, I talk about it all the time, but on YouTube, it sort of took a back seat. Like, as much as Assassin's Creed was a huge thing, I don't know, my videos were never Assassin's Creed centric until 2014, where I was like, I just want to, like, make these, you know? It was, the turning point, I think, was I saw a speculation video on Assassin's Creed, for, like, what could Assassin's Creed 5 be after Black Flag? And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to make a video like that, because I have a load of ideas. Why don't I just do it and put it out there? And it got a great response. Got, like, 1,000 views in, like, a week, which was insane back then. Obviously, I'd just hit 1,000 subscribers. It was mental. And I was like, this is great. I'll make another one, you know? I'm enjoying it, and people were watching it, and my channel's growing, and then over the course of Unity, obviously it grew and grew and grew, and now Assassin's Creed is a huge part of the channel. But, you know, it's just crazy, and I think that sense of community is coming back, and I think that, you know, I'm super proud of the community. It's insane. There's so many awesome things that come out of this community that we have, and I don't just mean the overall Assassin's Creed community, because that's super broad. I mean more the 4 Pillars community, which is, of course, myself, Tyler, Ethan, and George, Longhead Fox. You know, the community that we've grown here, which is our small little corner of the Assassin's Creed community, of the YouTube community, is really great. And it's so great, and it sort of all did sort of start this community that we're in from me making those Assassin's Creed videos early on in 2014, and obviously from that, me and Tyler sort of joined each other and made the Kill Connor Club with Joe. Obviously, Joe disappeared, but me and Tyler obviously joined up then at the end of 2014, beginning of 2015 for the Kill Connor Club, and then Ethan obviously started making videos across 2014, like properly making videos across 2014, really getting into that, and obviously he watched a load of my videos, and he was just a viewer, and then, you know, now he's one of my really good friends, so that's awesome, and he's one of the 4 fucking pillars. And then obviously, when Empire started getting announced, George hopped on the bandwagon of making Empire videos, and now, you know, there we go, the 4 Pillars was born, and everyone that came with it is fucking awesome. It's just fantastic. It's a great community, and I think Origins has done wonders for bringing our small corner of the community, and I think linking it with the other communities that are within Assassin's Creed, because I think that there was a lot of differences between our small area of the community and the other areas of the Assassin's Creed community, because I don't think we agreed on a lot of things, you know what I mean? A lot of people love Unity. I think it's a piece of garbage. The same with Syndicate, and it's like, I just don't tolerate imperfections in a franchise that I love, if you know what I mean. It's like the movie, I think, is a piece of shit, and there's people out there that are like, oh, I tolerate all of the wrong things, because it's like, you know, I'll still tolerate it, and it's like, these people are different, they have different opinions, and, you know, that's just how it is. But I think Origins has got to this point, we can all agree that it's fucking great, and so I think we've come together for Origins, and Origins is fantastic, and that's something I want to thank Ash's team for. And it's not just Ash's team, but, you know, everyone. Ashraf Ismail is sort of the face of the Black Flag Origins Assassin's Creed team. So I guess people will just say Ash's team, but everyone involved, you know, has done a phenomenal job, from, you know, pre-production planning to people like the creative director, to the narrative director, to people that are writing tiny little side stories, to just you know, the humble programmer. Everyone's done a fantastic job. Everyone has done a fantastic job, and I want to say thank you to everyone involved in that team that's worked on this game, because, you know, you're bringing a franchise that I've loved for 10 years to, you know, back to its glory in a different way. No, you're not returning, you're not rehashing, you're reinventing in a way that works, and that's something the Black Flag team is phenomenal at. They're innovators, you know. Black Flag was their game, and that was something that was different but worked incredibly, and I think that's the same with Origins. You know, it's different but it works incredibly, and that's something that I'm super excited to see, and I want to see what they do with the Assassin's Creed teams. Are they gonna go with Black Flag team? They're gonna give them more time, and you can now make the games from here on out, or are they going to start rotating teams again? Personally, I hope they don't. I think one team, should keep making the games. If that makes the gap between games bigger, so be it, but it'll be worth it in the long run for Ubisoft, because they're incredibly short-sighted when it comes to video games and sales and things. They should be more long-sighted, because if they give them more time and they release fantastic games, you're going to get a huge, amazing reputation within the gaming industry, because you're releasing fantastic games. That's going to be way better for you in the long run in terms of sales, in terms of fans, things like that. And obviously that's easy for me to say, but, it would definitely work. And so I do hope that Ash's team is working on future Assassin's Creed games after Origins, because it would only help the franchise. Consistency is key, I think, when it comes to franchises, and Assassin's Creed's been incredibly inconsistent, but maybe this is the start of something new. Maybe it is, and maybe we'll see what happens. With the next game, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But it's super close now. I can't wait to experience Origins. I just really can't. And it's like I've been talking about, there's a bunch of events that people have gone to, and as much as if I was invited to an event, I would have gone because it's best for my career to get the content out, I'm kind of happy I wasn't invited. Just simply because I don't want to ruin the experience for myself, you know what I mean? I want to experience it with you guys at the same time. I want to have the full game in my hands to be able to play it, because I feel like watching it is one thing. Like, obviously we've seen the game and it's like that, it looks beautiful, but I think first having that controller in your hands, and the first time you step out into the world and you see, the sand and the pyramids and camels and these people and just everything, I think it's something special that I would love to save for the game being out. And so I am sort of thankful that I wasn't invited to any of these events, because now I get to experience the game firsthand, first time on my console, playing the full game, and that's going to be, that's just going to be incredible. It's just going to be incredible, and I'm just, I'm just super excited. So that's sort of that for the community side of things, the content side of things, and the sort of build up and hype and stuff. And I want to get into my plans for Assassin's Creed Origins. So the game is obviously about 3 weeks away now, and I have a few plans for content that I'm going to be producing once the game is out. So hopefully, I'm going to get a review copy. I got a review copy for the Ezio collection, although I got that like the day it came out, which was a little bit late. But I have been speaking with contacts at Ubisoft. I think I'm allowed to talk about this. I haven't signed anything, so I should be. And they've said they'll get me a review code. Whether that can be sort of, I don't know. Ubisoft is difficult sometimes. They say things and then never get back to me, and it's kind of like, you've said that, but I don't know whether you're actually going to do it. Because it was like they invited me to Gamescom, and then I emailed back, and then they never replied to me. And then they were like, a couple weeks later, oh, sorry, didn't see your email. It's like, okay, well, is there no way we can maybe be a little bit more professional, though, on the PR side? But it's honestly, I actually don't give a shit, but it's just, in terms of review copy, the reason I need one specifically is, it's like I've spoken about this, and I think Nick from The Creed agrees with me. It's like, it's not the money I have a problem with. Like, I'll still pay for it. Like, that's the thing. I just want it early, because it's difficult when you run a channel like this to keep on top of everything normally, and when there's a game coming out and there's all these people playing and there's so much hype behind it, it's so tough on release day to try and get all this content out. It really burns you out. It's terrible. And the thing is, the day the game comes out, October 27th, Elva's coming over for a week. And so it's really difficult, because then I'm going to have to go to the airport, and then she's going to be here, and I can't just spend my entire time playing Assassin's Creed Origins. And so I kind of need that week's sort of advance to get all the content prepared. And, that's going to benefit me, but it's also going to benefit Ubisoft having, all of my content ready, because I know I'm going to love the game. I'm 100% I'm going to love the game. And so I'm only going to be saying good things. That should get them a ton of sales before the game comes out, because people listen to me, People want to hear my opinion on things because I speak my mind. I'm harsh in some areas and things like that. And so you know, me praising the game should get Ubisoft a good amount of sales, you know, with my review and with my content and my coverage. So, you know, I think it would be in their best interest to, you know, supply me with that. That sounded kind of rude. I kind of meant that in a more, I think it would benefit them and will benefit me as well. So hopefully that'll happen, which will give me plenty of time so I can relax and just make the videos that I need to make on Assassin's Creed Origins, to be able to prepare for the release, or the time when the embargo drops, so you can put the content out. So that's a thing. In terms of what content I will be doing, though, Let's Plays, first and foremost. I'm going to be doing the Let's Play, which I've done for every Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed Revelations. Since the channel started, I've done a Let's Play of when the game came out, of every game since Revelations, of my first initial playthrough, so I can give my raw thoughts on every part of the game and just experience it with you guys. And obviously people have said, you know, I want to play the game on my own, so I won't watch that. It's like, that's fair enough, you're going to be playing the game. I don't expect you to watch a Let's Play instead of playing the game, but you can do it as well, you know what I mean? You can be playing the game, and then you're like, oh, Laser's uploaded the first episode of Let's Play, let's see how he reacted to something that I've played. Obviously, you don't watch my episodes first, you play the game first, then you can come back to my episodes and be like, oh, I'd like to see how James reacted to this thing, or what his thoughts are on this thing, and, you know, you can go through the Let's Play and have that, and obviously it's there as well for people that haven't bought the game, or can't buy the game, that aren't too bothered about experiencing it firsthand for themselves, and sort of want to watch someone else play the game, sort of thing. So, that's what that's there for, and that'll be a good time, and I'll be uploading those every day. One a day, I think, although, who knows, it might end up being 2 a day, depending on what other content that I put out on Origins around the time of release, but I am aiming to get at least 1 out a day, and they'll be half an hour long each. First episode obviously will be an hour long, because I always do that. The first episode's always an hour. So, that'll be that. In terms of other content, as well as the Let's Play that obviously I'll be doing, I've got some live streams planned where they'll be completely spoiler-free. Obviously, once I've got a little bit into the game through the Let's Play, I'll be able to go ahead and live stream it. I'll probably do that as soon as I can. Like, this is all assuming I get a review copy. Would mean that I've already got a way into the game before the embargo lifts, so that means that my Let's Play will go up, and at the same time, I can also live stream some free roam stuff, which will be a good time, in which we can go ahead and explore. If you guys are like, oh, try this thing out or this thing out, you can just be in the chat requesting that I do things in the game that you'd like to see, so we can kind of explore the game together, try things out, push the game to its limits sort of thing, and see what we can figure out, see what we can find out if there's any secrets and stuff, which would be interesting. And I'll try to keep them as spoiler-free as humanly possible, because obviously this will be before the game's launch, before a lot of people have the game, and so I don't want to spoil anything for anyone in those videos and those streams, so I will do my best to make sure those are spoiler-free, and they'll just be a really, really good time. I'll try and do them as frequently as possible, and they'll just be a good laugh, good time, playing some Assassin's Creed Origins. In terms of spoilery content, in which I'll be talking about plot points and things like that, speculating about the modern day, etc., if there is anything to talk about, that I'll leave for probably about a week after official launch, because there's absolutely no need to talk about spoilers the day a game comes out. So what I'll do is around a week after launch, so we'll say probably, you know, like the 3rd or 4th of November, then I'll start to talk about spoilers, and I'll start to talk about, you know, I'll do like my whole spoilery review of the game, because I'm obviously going to have my spoiler-free review, and then I'll do a whole review, which will be more of sort of like a my thoughts video than it will be like a proper review. But I'll go into it and talk about any spoilery things that I have thoughts on, and that'll be a good time. Obviously, any speculation will come naturally after that point, and we can all sort of get involved as a community as we've sort of finished the main story of the game at around that time. The same thing will sort of be done with the Kill Connor Club, so we're going to be doing episode 58 will be a pre-Origins thing with the 4 pillars. Episode 59 will be a couple of days after the game is out, sort of thing, I believe. So that'll be good, in which it'll be just me and Tyler talking spoiler-free stuff on that one, which will be on the 29th. And then the next one, of course, will be on the 12th of November, which is plenty of time after the games come out. We're going to be getting all the 4 pillars on, so myself, Tyler, obviously, along with George and Ethan, to talk full spoilers. Get right into the game on that episode, and we'll just talk about everything we possibly can. For 3 solid hours, just talking everything Origins, storyline, spoilers, modern day, gameplay, everything. And that'll be a really, really great podcast. That'll be episode 60 on the 12th of November, which will be a really, really, really good time. And other than that as well, I'm going to be doing little things here and there regarding Origins. Just small little things. We'll do like guides, maybe like a top 5 video, some like my thoughts on the characters, best weapons in the game. Little things like that will also come out around that time, which will just be, you know, additional things that I'll also be doing regarding probably most likely gameplay features. It'll be like, what's the best mount? This is how you get money better. This is how you do this. Best place to find crafting materials. Good strategies. You know, just things like that. Little tutorials, little things that I kind of have found that are useful. And little things like that, I reckon, will be the other stuff that I'll be doing. If there's any other things that you'd really want to see that doesn't fall under any of these categories, let me know in the comments, of course, because I'd love to do things that you guys want to see. And I would also advise this, right, on Let's Plays and on videos and things like that regarding Origins, I would highly, highly recommend do not post spoilers. I'd also recommend that on Twitter, you leave it a good 2 weeks before you tweet me anything spoiler related. Just because, one, I may not have done it yet. I doubt that'll be the case, but I may not have done it yet. And obviously, I'm a fan like you. I don't want the game spoiled for me. And as well as that, you don't want to spoil it for anyone else that hasn't played either. So that'd be good. Just, you know, be respectful of other people that might not have played the game, because we don't want to spoil their experience. And lastly is, of course, the Assassin's Creed Origins parody. Is, I guess, coverage of Origins, but it's not, because it comes out on Friday. Just 4 days to go now until the parody is out. There's been a lot of people that when I posted my teasers, which I'm doing, like as a countdown to the parody, even though it clearly says the end Assassin's Creed Origins parody, and there's a song, and it's like not everything. Like, it's not a countdown to Origins, obviously. Like, when you see a title that says 5 days to go, 4 days to go, it's not Origins, because it doesn't come out in 5 days or 4 days. It comes out in 25 days, so you should immediately know, okay, this isn't about Origins, because you know when the game comes out. If you don't know when the game comes out, then I forgive you, you know, it's a mistake you can make, but watch the whole video and then you realize it's like 2 seconds long, and then you realize, oh, this is about a personal project that's coming up on the channel, not the video game. It's really simple, and people are getting super mad at me, like, oh, I thought this was about Origins for fuck's sake, and disliking, and I'm like, what the fuck? It doesn't come out in 5 days. It comes out in 25 days. Why would it be about Origins? I didn't mislead you. I'm trying to hype up my own song, which I'm really incredibly proud of, and I think it's really good, and you guys are going to like. I'm just building a bit of hype for it, because it's a bit of fun. It's not like it replaces content. Oh, God, I'm just going to go on a rant now. But that's that. And that parody is going to be really good, and I can't wait for it to come out. Like, I am super, super excited. October the 6th, 3 p.m., British summertime. It's gonna be so good, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do, because I think it's fucking fantastic. I honestly just can't wait to release it. But that's it for this video, guys. That's all I have to say. Obviously a rambly one, and that's what Monday Chill Comms are for, to ramble about things that are on my mind regarding Assassin's Creed or anything. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on anything I've talked about. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more stuff if this is the first one you're joining for. And I'll see you all tomorrow for some more content. I'll also see you tonight as well, of course, for some more Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which hopefully will get done before Origins is out. Thanks for joining me again, guys, and I'll see you all next time.